Hey guys, so with investing, it's really important to diversify. Everybody knows this. But in properties, it's really important to make sure you're diversified in the type of properties or the type of strategies that you use. So for example, certain investors will have a certain strategy, for example, buy-to-lets or Airbnb, short-lets, or HMOs. But what the pandemic has really, what COVID has really made clear was that you really do need to diversify within your property investment strategy. So for example, during COVID, a lot because of lockdown, everybody really wanted larger properties, not house shares, but larger properties. So then, for example, the large 3-beds became really popular. And as a result, the prices went through the roof. And then when we came out of COVID, because of the increase in the cost of living and energy prices and all that sort of stuff, people, instead of overpaying for large 3-beds, they decided actually it was better to keep the costs down and rent 1 or 2-bed flats or houses instead. So pay less total outgoings. But because of the demand for 1 and 2 beds, they overpaid for 1 and 2 beds. So actually the yield on 1 and 2 beds were actually really high. So then 1 and 2 beds became really popular, and large 3 beds fell out of favor because of the utility costs. And with utility costs, because utility costs went up, that in turn meant that the ROI, the yield on HMOs, was actually a lot lower, because of the additional costs of utilities, and it was quite substantial. Landlords, investors had to absorb those additional costs. But then over time, because of the cost of living has increased, so again, as we've come out of COVID, interestingly, HMOs or large HMO rooms became more popular because people wanted to downsize. They were trying to save money, so they would pay more for a large HMO room than they would for anything else. As a return, HMO rooms became more popular, and the rent for them went, or is now actually pretty high compared to what they were last year or 2 years ago. So again, it swings and roundabouts. One type of property increases, the other generally decreases. But as a property investor, it's just good to be diversified in all strategies, all various property types, so that when one goes up, you benefit from it, and obviously you just ride it out with one that's kind of out of favor, or you just readjust your strategy.